Do y'all like my hat? Or no? I know I'm indoors, but I don't care. I think it's cute. And my boo gave it to me, okay? So, welcome or welcome back. My name is Tanya. I'm so grateful that you are here today. In this video, I want to share with you some thoughts on how I protect my energy, and this may be useful to you on ways that you can protect your energy. If you are aware, then you are aware that pretty much everything in this world, in this society, is pulling to grab your attention. And pretty much everything, if you allow it to, is a distraction to connecting to your divine, highest, purest self. And oh my gosh, the world that we live in, it's like everything is like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. Like, oh my gosh. And you know why? It's because your energy is your most important asset. It's the most valuable thing, because with your energy, you have the power to create life, create a new world, manifest whatever you want. Literally, if you focus and you don't allow all these distractions to get to you. And so also, when you protect your energy, I think it's a skill. Protecting your energy is a skill, okay, that you learn so that you can just live a better life, because you learn to mind your own business. And when you are minding your own business, life is good. Life is really good. Okay, so make sure to subscribe so we can stay connected and you can keep tuning in to my beautiful energy. So, ways that I protect my energy. Number one, I don't know if this has to do with the fact that I am a Scorpio and I have a lot of Scorpio up in my chart. Shout out to all my Scorpios. Is that I love to spend time alone. I am totally okay with my peace, and literally, like, I could just exist listening to no music or anything, or some binaural beats, or just in nature. Just me and my existence, and that's fine. And so spending time alone is a way that helps me protect my energy, because that way I'm just vibing with myself and I'm tuning in to me and my beingness, and that allows me to better connect with other people, because I could just be myself and I can grow in confidence of who I am without being influenced by other people. With that being said, I keep my circle very, very small. Might be a Scorpio thing too. I don't know, not to blame it on astrology, but I keep my circle very, very small. Just one or two friends, and I'm cool, I'm chilling. It just it allows me to not be sharing my energy with everyone all the time. It's like I already have family that I have to be consistent and be there for, so it's like I quite literally cannot find the energy to be texting a bunch of friends or acquaintances every day, or be involved in the group chats that require so much interaction, because that's an exchange of my energy, and it's depleting if I got other important things to do. And yeah, that's the main thing. It's just that interaction of energy. I'm very, very intentional with who I allow close to my circle, because I'm just aware, and I very much value very intimate and beautiful relationships, which take time to build. And then the other thing is that I take time to reply to messages. This has taken me a long time to be okay with, because usually, especially Instagram, I could be active on social media, but I won't reply to you, and that's don't take offense. It's just me, I don't want to make this space and energy like, it might sound cold, but like to reply, because it's not just replying to you. That's gonna take energy for me to do. You know what I mean? So it's okay to take your time when it comes to replying to people, because if you're not in a good space mentally or spiritually, emotionally, you don't want to reply to people, and if you're not in the space to do so. So take your time. The other thing is that I do not watch TV, and I especially do not watch news. No. Nope. Like, I do love movies, and I enjoy watching a good movie here and there. And I enjoy, like, just admiring directors and creators, videographers in the creation of movies. But when it comes to TV, I'm just like, no. It's gotta be like a really good show, like Queens of Gambit. It was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen. But yeah, news, no. And again, it's just like being aware of the energy that I'm consuming. I don't want to be brainwashed like most of the humans walking Earth right now. No, thank you. Like, you wonder why everyone's gone crazy, because everyone's being brainwashed by the media. The thing though is, like, on YouTube, I do spend a lot of time on YouTube, and it has like, now it has a section for news, and I'm like, it's like right in front of my face. And sometimes I'll read the subtitles, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But other than that, I'm like, nah, you know, because the reason for it, it's not to like not get involved with helping our world, because I'm aware like there's issues in the world. I don't need the news to tell me that every day. But the thing is that if we continue to feed all of this propaganda, it's what is keeping it alive. Like, all of these restrictions and all of these protests, which shout out to everyone who's speaking up, using that throat chakra. But like, all of these things happening, the people who are complying to these things, it's what's keeping this alive, okay? So the other thing is that I do not watch friends' stories, you know, like mainly Instagram. I don't have Facebook anymore, like, because if you allow yourself to go on the app and just watch people's stories, you'll be on there all day long. Also, I do not scroll and waste my time doing that. If I do interact with posts, it will be very intentional, and I also have time limits on my apps, because it helps me, because it could be so easy to fall into that rabbit hole. My goodness. So yeah, the other thing is that just in general, I do not, or at least I do my best to not waste time consuming unnecessary things. This could fall into a lot of things. It could be even what I consume, what I eat. Currently, I'm doing a 5-day water fast, and I'm doing an update every single day on how I feel and the reason why in my downloads, so make sure to subscribe if you're not, so you can watch that video when it's out. But yeah, even what I consume, because that is energy, that's another exchange of energy, so just being really aware of not wasting my time. Basically, like, if I'm not interested, if I don't see why it's serving a purpose in me or helping someone in a way, then I don't see why I should be consuming. With that being said, I do not waste time keeping up with celebrities. No, especially not the Kardashians. Like, oh my god, that's such a rabbit hole. It's like, I admire creators and their music and just their creations and their ability to share it with the world. It's so beautiful. God bless. But keeping up with celebrities, like their life and all that, like I do not care, and that takes away from me taking care of my life. Because just think about it. Think about if you were to do all these things, which is what I think in the grand scheme of things, like the society wants you to do, if you were to give your energy to all the social media apps and do all the things, watch all the stories, scroll on the feed, do the double tap, keep up with all the celebrities, keep up with the news, keep up with the propaganda, feed yourself shitty food. If you're doing all of this, you, at the end of the day, are being depleted of your sacred energy. And then you end up wondering, why don't I have energy? Why aren't I living life on my terms? Why do I feel like shit? I do not give my beautiful energy to shitty men. I mean, now I'm in a committed relationship with a beautiful soul, and all my energy goes to him because he deserves it, and he's amazing. He's an angel. But like old me, and I know that there's someone watching it who could relate, old me at least, like especially when I had Snapchat, I would give my energy to useless men. Okay, I'm not saying men are useless. I would give my energy to people who did not deserve it, is what I'm saying. And for me, that's the opposite sex. So I understand if you are intentionally on the lookout for a partner. I think that's different. But still, don't give in to people and what they want if it's not something that you want to do. Along with that, I'm very intentional with my sexual energy. If you keep up with my videos, you've seen my sexual transmutation, my celibacy story, how celibacy helped me manifest my partner, and how that connected me to me and my being. So yeah, I'm very, very intentional with my sexual energy, which again, I have one partner. Another thing kind of goes back to what I said at the beginning with social media, is that I'm intentional with what I post. Like with YouTube, I share things that are happening in my life, literally thoughts that I am feeling, and I feel the need to share them. Not the need, but like I feel the call to share, and whoever resonates. And the same thing with my social media. It's like I'm glad that I have transformed where I'm not posting things for other people or like lifestyle things on social media. Like I'm very intentional with what I post, and also not oversharing with the world my private life, because again, I'm minding my own business. Okay, the last thing I'll say, because some of you may relate, is being careful with how you exchange your energy in your work environment. So if you work a job somewhere and you have coworkers, you gotta be careful, because if you are vibing high and you're on a different vibration, and your coworkers are eating junk food every lunch break, or just talking about the news, and you have to be at work because whatever you have to, and they're there, it's like you gotta be careful who you're exchanging that energy with. So your work environment, especially if it plays a huge role in your life, if you spend most of your living moments at your job, then when you clock off and you go home and you wonder why you don't have energy, you have to ask yourself what you gave your energy to. And that's how I will sum up this video. Like, if at the end of like your days you're just not satisfied or feel fulfillment, basically if you don't feel alive, like if things are not giving you life, You gotta ask yourself, what am I giving my energy to? If you use social media, then I highly recommend you use the time limits because it's going to expose you. Just be aware of where your energy is going, because this is your life, your one life. And if you are able to bring the energy back to you, you're able to focus, you're able to just bring that awareness to a whole nother level, then your life is going to go to a whole nother level, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know below, drop a comment. What are some ways that you protect your beautiful energy? Let me know, share them below. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed day.